everybody, a very good afternoon to everyone right there. Welcome to the very session. My name is Preksha Sharma, your English educator at Unacademy, and I give you all a very warm welcome to this very particular session wherein we are going to do the one short revision for the chapter A Letter to God. I hope you all can hear me well, right? Could you please give me a confirmation in the comment section that you all can hear me well and you all can see me well as well? Hi everyone. Hello guys. How are you all doing, everybody? Yes, guys. Yes, everyone. Am I visible and audible to everybody right there? Right, everyone. Yeah, Piyush, what are your questions, dear? You can just let me know. Hey, Anu. Hi, dear. Hello, everyone. Hi, and hello to everybody right there. A very good afternoon to everyone right there. Since your examinations are coming, so you guys need to be prepared well, right? For your upcoming examination, you all need to really score good marks. And for that, now the revision session is on right from today daily. For all the 10th, the class will be taking place at 2 p.m. So kindly don't miss any of the classes and make sure that you all are listening to me very carefully. Also, if you guys would have any questions, you can just load me with any number of doubts that you all have. You got 15 out of 20. Oh my god, Piyush, that's not a good score. Where did you really lose mark? Hey Chandan, hi everyone. So we are meeting for the first time in the month of August today. I hope that you all are pretty excited for this session, right everybody? ओके हाय हेलो हाय आशी हाय चंदन नो बेटा मेंटी कल होगी, ठीक है? इस चैप्टर पे जो मेंटी होने वाली है वो कल होगी, लेकिन आज मैं आप लोगों को सारा कुछ अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन करने वाली हूँ. अगर आप लोगों को कुछ डाउट्स हैं, इफ यू वांट टू आस्क समथिंग, इफ समथिंग इज नॉट क्लियर टू एनी वन ऑफ यू, all of you can ask me the questions. Okay, so you all can post your questions in the comment section because I am keeping an eye on the comment section as well. In grammar, so we need to be really good in grammar. Don't worry, I'm gonna come up with the revision session for grammar as well, and we are gonna do a lot of questions. I'm gonna make you all perfect in this. Piyush, I would really like to request you, beta, please don't spam, okay? I really see your messages. I can get your message well, so please don't spam in the class. All right. Okay, Chandan, kitne time? What do you mean by that? We are gonna come up with it next week, okay? Don't be worried about it. Alrighty, people. So the chapter for today is a letter to God. Okay, this is your half yearly revision and the complete explanation is going to be there. Okay, if you have any question, do ask me. Moving ahead, everyone, my name is Preksha Sharma. I'm sure you guys know me. If somebody is attending the video for the very first time, let me tell you all about myself. I've done masters in English from Delhi University and have been guiding a lot of students for the past few years to be like super duper amazing in their communication skills and to score good marks in their academics. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna help you guys as well. All right, so kindly make sure that you guys are definitely going ahead with it. Sure, Piyush, sure, I will do that. Chandan beta, it's gonna be right at 2 p.m. Okay, now for the 10th, the classes are going to be right from today. You may see that the session is already scheduled. It's available on the very channel. You can set the reminder for yourself as well. Okay. Moving ahead, everyone, this is the Telegram channel. It has been like specially designed for all our dear and darling students, so kindly join this, okay? And also ask your friends to join it so that they do not really miss any important updates from our end. Moving ahead, everyone, we have got the special classes and they are absolutely free. That is why they are known as the special classes, right? Right from today, we would have the special class. Also, you'll see your class scheduled, all right, like after this class is done. So please make sure that you'll be attending that class also, all right, and you are there in the class also because that's gonna be good. So you all can learn from your favorite educators, okay, for free. You all can engage with the educators via polls. You all can clear your doubts in the live special classes as well. And for the top special classes, visit the links in the description as well. Okay, so please make sure that you guys are definitely going ahead with this because guys, in the special classes we can interact more. For having the special class, you need to just download the Unacademy app. So go to the app, I mean go to your Play Store, just download Unacademy app. From there it'll ask you for a code. Put in the code which is PSH10 and you're good to go. Okay, moving ahead, we have a letter to God which has been written by GL Fuentes, everyone, and half yearly revision complete explanation it is. Okay, hey King Gaming, hello, hi dear, hi Babul Das, hello, welcome to the session. So, who is going to tell me what is given in this very particular chapter? We need to know the bits of the chapter so clearly. I've been saying this in all my sessions that you guys really need to work at it. Now, tell me what is being given in this particular chapter. A letter to God. Quickly, everybody, what do you all find in this very particular chapter? What is the information that's being given? What is the chapter hinting about? What is the message of the chapter? What do we see? Since we had done the word to word explanation so clearly and perfectly, now you guys need to tell me what's being given about failed of crops. Okay, hey Janvi, hi dear. About the failing of crops, right? Okay, faith in God. Okay, faith in God, right, Piyush? Right, Janvi, alrighty, that is absolutely correct. MD Ozair, you're right about this faith in God. What else we see? Like faith in God is absolutely correct. What else do you see in this particular chapter? What is the other thing, or what is the other theme, or what is the other message, or the central idea that we can say that's being given in this particular chapter? What is it? Faith in God, yeah, absolutely correct. Yes, what else? Anybody trying to come up with it? Guys, don't try to miss the Minty quiz tomorrow, because all the questions that I'm gonna deal up with now, they are going to be really, really important for you, for your betterment. So kindly make sure you are definitely coming up with it. Okay, quickly, everyone. What else? Okay, so faith in God is the absolute correct thing that we see. All right, and apart from that, his house in the top of valley. From there, he saw a river in his crop. Okay, blamed. Okay, the spelling though. Oh, all right, John. We blame postman as bunch of crooks. Healing power of nature. Okay, healing power. Okay, so in this very particular chapter, there are the two aspects. Everyone, listen to me very carefully. All right, you can sit with your notebook as well in order to make your mini notes. All right, so the very first thing is that this chapter is talking about the unwavering, unshakable, and the blind faith of a person, all right, in God. All right, and he is basically a farmer. Lencho is a farmer, he's a man of agriculture, and we see that what is he doing? Like he is having a unwavering faith in God. That means एक ऐसा यकीन जिसे हिलाया नहीं जा सकता, एक ऐसा विश्वास जिसे हिलाया नहीं जा सकता. Second, we have got a theme wherein we see man versus nature and man versus man. All right, so man versus nature, how do we see that? Like man is like completely dependent on nature, like a farmer is completely dependent on nature for a lot of stuff, right? For a lot of things. Basically you can say that for his normal bread and butter, a farmer is dependent upon the agriculture, upon his crops, upon his fields. So we see that man is completely helpless in front of nature, because nature has the destructive power. All right, nature has the healing part, it also has the destructive part. So in this very particular chapter we see the destructive power of nature. All right, then we see man versus man. How do we see that? The postmen, all right, the post office employees, they were so kind, right, in order to help Lencho. All right, but Lencho was not at all like grateful, since he was completely unaware of the fact that he was being held by the post office employees, and being anonymously held, he regarded them as a bunch of crooks. So that's what we see. All right, and then comes the second aspect. I'm sorry, the third one. First I told you about the faith, second I told you about the man versus man and man versus nature. The third is humanity. All right, in this particular chapter you see humanity is being represented by the postmaster and the post office employees. Everyone listen to me very carefully. In this very chapter, humanity is being represented by postmaster, all right, and the post office employees, while Lencho represents faith. Lencho and his family represents faith. Okay, so these are the three important key aspects that I wanted to share with all of you. Now let's get going, like what is the given chapter talking about. So we are going to start with the introduction. All right, kindly make sure that you are paying attention to everything that I'm gonna tell you all today, because like all these details, you can use them in writing your answers as well. All right, is that clear? Yeah, Uzair chapter ends in irony. Lencho said them bunch of troops, right, Garima? That is absolutely correct. Okay, So we see the story A Letter to God. I have always said it, whenever we are writing a letter, always make sure that you are writing it in like inverted commas, just single inverted comma. Though I've given mistakenly here the double inverted comma, single inverted comma would do. Okay, so the story A Letter to God by G.L. Fuentes, okay, revolves around the idea of having unquestionable belief in something. So the entire story is talking about what? The unwavering, the unshakable, the unquestionable belief in something, and that is God. So the story is set in a Latin American country. Keep that in your mind. All right. How do we come to know? We come to know that through even the currency. Okay, Lencho is the farmer. All right, I have told this to you, all of you. Like whenever we describe someone, you write it a comma. Like Lencho, then there comes a description, then there comes a comma again. So Lencho, who is the protagonist of the story? Protagonist, what do you mean by this? Anybody? Can you tell me what do you mean by protagonist? Anybody? Who's going to tell me the meaning? Come on, not that difficult word. Yes, guys? What do you mean by protagonist? Main character. Very good, very good. So Lencho the farmer, who is the protagonist of the story, writes a letter to God. G has to be always capital in God. All right, seeking help from the Almighty after discovering his entire crop yield destroyed by a devastating hailstorm. That's what the given chapter is talking about. मतलब क्या कर रहा है लेंचो? लेंचो जो मेन कैरेक्टर है स्टोरी का, वो एक लेटर, एक खत लिखता है भगवान को. ऑलराइट, सीकिंग मतलब कि वो चाहता है उसे मिले, क्या मिले? मदद मिले अलमाइटी से, यानी कि भगवान से मिले. जब उसको यह पता चला कि उसकी सारी जो क्रॉप्स हैं वो डिस्ट्रॉय हो चुकी है एक डिस्ट्रक्टिव हेल स्टॉर्म की वजह से, यानी जो बर्फ के ओले पड़ रहे थे, बड़े बड़े ओले, उससे उसका सारा जो क्या कहते हैं फील्ड है वो खराब हो चुका है. His wishes get fulfilled partially. तो यानी कि partially. Hey self study. Hi dear. Very good afternoon. His wishes. All right. His wishes यानी कि जो भी उसकी इच्छाएं थी gets fulfilled. वो होती हैं, मतलब fulfill होती हैं, लेकिन partially यानी कि कुछ होता है कुछ नहीं होता है. If not completely. He is ungrateful in the end and questions the honesty and modesty of the postmaster and just postmaster who actually helped him with money anonymously in the name of God. All right, so you see that the postmaster is very intelligent. I mean, he was being kind, he was very good man, he was so friendly. He didn't reveal his name. Why? Because he wanted to keep the faith of Lencho intact. He didn't want his faith to be like devastated or destroyed at all. All right, so we see that the help was being given anonymously. Anonymously basically means that in with a name that is not known. All right, so that is what we see. That is just the simple intro. Now we are just learning into the one shot, wherein we'll be just hinting upon the major aspects of the chapter, in a way covering the entire chapter. All right, Peter, the class is going to end around 3 o'clock. Okay. All right, people, are you all set? Do you have any questions so far, whatever I mentioned? Any questions so far, anybody? Yes, guys, tell me, do you have any questions? No? All right, Janvi, don't worry, dear. You'll be getting the good marks only and only if you're gonna concentrate upon it. Okay, don't take it lightly. Don't think that the other subjects are more important as compared to English. No, give equal importance to every subject. You should give the more importance to the topics that you think you seem difficult to you, instead of just sidelining one subject. I'm just talking about the topic. Okay, all right. God on envelope. Why did postmaster sign God on envelope? The postmaster signed God on envelope because he wanted to keep the faith of Lencho intact. He didn't want his faith in God to shake, and that is why he signed it with the name God. यानी कि वो ये नहीं चाहता था कि उसका भगवान में जो विश्वास दिख रहा है वो हिले. ऑल राइट, इसलिए उसने जो एनवलप पे साइन किया वो गॉड से ही साइन किया. ऑल राइट, क्लियर? तो चलो अब हम चलते हैं वन शॉट की तरफ. पहला, लेंचो द फार्मर, ऑल राइट, लिव्ड ऑन द ओनली हाउस दैट वाज देयर ऑन द टॉप ऑफ अ हिल. तो लेंचो ना एक छोटे से घर में रह रहा था जो बिल्कुल टॉप ऑफ द हिल पे था. ऑल राइट, द हिल वॉज लो हाइटेड, ऑल राइट, और वो जो हिल था वो बहुत ऊंचाई पे नहीं था, वो बिल्कुल एकदम छोटी उसकी हाइट थी, था तो हिल ही, ठीक है, था तो वो एक माउंटेन ही, लेकिन उसकी जो हाइट थी वो छोटी थी, वो बड़ी हाइट नहीं थी. Okay, there is a word that has been used for this. Could you please tell me that word in the comment section, everyone? What is that word? Because I'll be giving you all the vocabulary, I mean the word meanings also at the end of this session. But before that, I want to know from all of you, like how well you know about it. Quickly tell me. Crest. Okay, Sanjeev says crest. Janvi, your answer was right. Pile says crest. Piyush says crest. Okay. All right. Betel Queen says crest. Okay. All right. सेल्फ स्टडी द स्पेशल क्लासेस बेटा यूट्यूब पे 10th के लिए क्लास 2 बजे ही होती है. क्रेस्ट ऑफ अ लो हिल. गुड, वेरी गुड गाइस. ठीक है, सो जो वर्ड यहाँ पे आएगा वो आपको आएगा क्रेस्ट. ठीक है, रिमेंबर इट. नाउ मूविंग अहेड, फ्रॉम देयर अ रिवर एंड अ रेडी टू हार्वेस्ट कॉर्न फील्ड वर विजिबल. तो वहां से उस ऊंचाई से क्या दिखता था, उस ऊंचाई से एक रिवर फ्लो होती हुई दिखती थी और एक रेडी टू हार्वेस्ट, यानी कि अब जो वो कॉर्न फील्ड थी वो मतलब कटने के लिए तैयार थी. ठीक है, जिससे कि लेंचो उसको बेच सके और उसको पैसे मिल सके. All right, but he was just waiting for one thing, and that is for the downpour. That means कि थोड़ी सी बारिश हो जाए. ठीक है, so the field belonged to Lencho and he had the utmost confidence that the harvest would reap great profits. All right, so this is the statement that he made. All right, he said that he was so confident about the fact that the field, all right, it is going to give them the great profit. That is a huge profits. तो आपको यहाँ पे क्या दिख रहा था, लेंचो वॉज कॉन्फिडेंट. स्टार्टिंग से हमें लेंचो कैसा इंसान दिखा है बेटा, एनालिसिस आपको ना करना आना चाहिए कैरेक्टर का, और कैरेक्टर के एनालिसिस को करने के लिए आपको कुछ कोट्स लेनी पड़ती हैं अपने बुक से इन ऑर्डर टू जस्टिफाई इट. तो यहाँ पे आप बोलोगे जो फील्ड थी वो लेंचो से बिलोंग करती थी और उसको ना बहुत ज्यादा कॉन्फिडेंस था कि हमें इस बार बहुत अच्छे से प्रॉफिट्स होने वाले हैं. सो राइट फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग वी सी दैट लेंचो वॉज अ कॉन्फिडेंट पर्सन. All right, he had a good faith in himself as well as in God. These are the words that you can use while you are analyzing your character. Now, the only thing that he awaited was rainfall. All right, what is the word that's being used in your book? If you guys can just let me know. The only thing that he awaited, जिस चीज का उसको सिर्फ इंतजार था वो था rainfall. He was waiting for the rain. You know, rain is very, very important for a farmer. The rain in excess can destroy their crops, and the rain in like minimum quantity can also destroy their crops. So they need a proper amount of rain for their crops to yield. And that is what Lencho, a man of agriculture, a farmer, was waiting for. Downpour, absolutely correct. I am impressed. MD and Payal, Betel, Sanjeev, Pranjul and Payal. Great. So in this hope, इस hope में, इस आशा में, he spent an entire morning gazing at the sky. तो मतलब वो पूरी एक दिन उसने क्या किया, वो गेज कर रहा था, यानी कि वो घूर रहा था, देख रहा था बादलों को. किस डायरेक्शन में देख रहा था, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, नॉर्थ ईस्ट डायरेक्शन में, फ्रॉम वेयर अ ड्रिजल वाज एक्सपेक्टेड टू शॉवर ऑन हिज फील्ड. तो वो देख रहा था कि नॉर्थ ईस्ट डायरेक्शन से बादल आ रहे हैं, एंड दे वर अपेयरिंग टू हिम लाइक द ह्यूज माउंटेन्स. All right, I had told you all when I had explained this, the word to word explanation, that herein comes your simile. That is when we are comparing something directly or indirectly. It could be the metaphor or it could be simile. All right. ओके, सेल्फ स्टडी बेटा मैंने आपको बताया कि क्लास 10 स्टैंडर्ड के लिए यूट्यूब पे सिर्फ 2 बजे होगी. प्लस के लिए 10th अगस्त से 6:30 PM पे मैंने बैच लॉन्च कर दिया है आप लोगों का, वो स्टार्ट हो जाएगा. एंड देन आपके स्पेशल क्लासेस के टाइम रात को 9 बजे के आसपास रहेंगे. सो अब वो आपको थोड़ा फॉलो करना पड़ेगा. या इट्स मेटाफोर, सॉरी, या इट इज बेसिकली मेटाफोर. All right, moving ahead, the man, that means herein we are talking about Lencho. All right, while looking at the sky, look के साथ हमेशा at आता है, preposition note करना. Confidently tells his wife that they are going to have a rain shower, to which the lady replies by saying only if everything happens as they hope and expect. All right, she says something therein, which is what she says, God willing. This is very important thing that she said. And why did she say this? She said this because in order to tell the reader that the family had a great faith in God. All right, that is why she mentioned this. Okay, is that clear to you? That why did she mention this? That is why she mentioned God willing. So now this is really one of the very important things that the person, I mean Lencho himself, he was so confident and he came inside and he said that they are going to have a rain pour. Okay, to which, like she said, God willing. So she is like that if the God is going to act as we hope and expect. All right, do you all agree with me? Then their elder children were working at the field and the younger ones were playing near the house when Lencho's wife called everyone for dinner. So dinner basically supper is the word that has been used here. तो क्या हो रहा था ये आपको याद रखना है कि जो उनके बड़े बच्चे थे वो फील्ड में काम कर रहे थे और जो छोटे बच्चे थे वो घर के पास खेल रहे थे. ऑल राइट, नाउ दिस इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स. आप देखोगे कि दो टाइप के सीन चल रहे हैं. एक चल रहा है बहुत होपफुल सीन चल रहा है वेयर इन लाइक लेंचो इज एक्सपेक्टिंग की बारिश हो, एंड द अदर थिंग यू सी दैट द चिल्ड्रन ओके unaware of what is like going on in the mind of their parents, they are just doing what they are supposed to do. The younger ones, they are so completely away from any kind of tension and they are playing, while the elder ones, they were working in the fields. So the children here refer to what? Sons or the daughters? Everyone in the comment section, tell me. Sons or the daughters? Hi Shraddha, hello dear. Children here refer to the sons or the daughters. Who is going to tell me in the comment section, please? Yes, everyone. Yes, sons. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Okay. Any questions so far? Anybody? Do you have any question? I'm just making you all revise the chapter. Any question? Do you want to ask anything? Sons. Right. That's absolutely correct. Okay, let's get going everyone. So it is during that time. तो उस time क्या होता है? Drops of rain begin to fall, hereby proving the farmer's prediction to be true. Prediction basically refers to something that you foresee. All right, when you tell something before it happens. So now he predicted no that like it is going to rain. All right, and they are going to have huge profits. So now when they were just about to have their supper, now that is their dinner. So now the rain begin to fall. And hereby proving the farmer's prediction to be true. और in a way जो farmer ने बोला वो अब सच होने वाला था. The wind was pleasant, यानी कि जो क्या कहते हैं जो हवा चल रही थी वो बहुत pleasant थी. Guys, there is one line in the book related to the wind and the sky. Could you please just tell me if you guys remember that, like the how the sky was and how the wind was? Anybody? Yes, everyone. What paragraph are you talking about, Piyush? We can make a lot of questions if you're talking is like if you're talking just about like if you're talking about the question that could be made from this particular extract, then of course like a number of questions can be made easily. Hey Shahid, hello dear. My name is Preksha Sharma. Okay, hi brothers gaming, hello. So tell me, that could also be the thing. I mean, Piyush, we can make a number of questions from there. All right, people. So now it was mentioned therein, I mean, that the wind was pleasant and fresh, right? And the clouds could be seen approaching from the northeast sky. Now the clouds were coming from the northeast direction. Lencho goes out of the house to take pleasure in feeling the droplets on his body. So why did he immediately move out? Like, sorry, why did he immediately move out when he wanted to, like, when it started rain? Because he wanted to feel the droplets on his rain. He wanted to feel that it's raining. Rain is a source of pleasure for the farmers. It's a source of happiness for them because again it leads to their good crops, and in return they get the good amount for themselves for to feed so that they can feed their families. All right, is that clear? Yes, ripe corn. Right. Okay, Piyush, I'm not really understanding, dear. What are you talking about? Anyway, moving ahead. On seeing everything go as expected, Lencho reflected upon the field and the flowers covered with droplets, which seemed as if they were wrapped in a curtain. So he uses one word therein already, which is draping, and he was so happy, he was so satisfied, and with a very satisfied expression, he was now looking at his fields, and he was feeling like so amazing that the flowers covered with droplets, all right, like everywhere the flowers they were being covered with the droplets, and it was really a beautiful scene for him to see. But like his very happiness was very short lived. All right, why was his happiness short lived? Yes, everyone, his happiness was short lived. Could you please tell me what is the reason behind it? Why was the happiness short lived? What do you mean by this? Yeah, Brothers Gaming, go ahead. Hi, Anupriya. Hello, good afternoon. His happiness was short-lived. Failing of crops. Failed of crops is not like fail is not the right word, Janvi. It's like the because of the destruction of crops. Okay. Yes, everyone. Please tell me, everybody. So we see that his happiness was very short-lived, right? That is what we see because rain changed into hailstorm. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Destruction of crop. Absolutely correct. So this is what we see that there was a total transformation. I mean, a drastic transformation had taken place. Earlier, he was really enjoying the entire view. He was so confident that it's gonna rain, and the rain also started happening. All right, and that was really a source of joy and enjoyment for him. But later on, there was a drastic change wherein he saw that the wind started blowing fast. That means the strong wind started blowing. And what does this show? This basically shows that a storm is about to come. You know, wind, again, you see, like as I always say, nature is a healer and a destructor as well. Nature can heal you, it can also destruct you. All right, we never know like how well the nature is going to behave or how destructive the nature is going to behave. So herein we see that the strong winds all right started blowing, all right, leading to a hailstorm. यानी कि बर्फ के ओले अब गिरने लगे, बहुत तेज तेज हवाएं चलने लग गई, in a way that was like completely a sign of the destruction that was about to come. Satirically, the writer refers to these pellets of frozen rain as new silver coins. All right, so when earlier the rain started happening, no, the big drops, they were being referred to as 10 cents. All right, and the smaller drops, they were being referred to as 5 cents. All right, could you please tell me, like, why did the author say so? Why did the writer, why did G.L. Fuentes refer to them as coins? Why the big drops were being referred to as 10 cents, and why the smaller coins were being referred to as 5 cents? Everyone, could you please tell me? Yes, everyone, could you please tell me, everyone? Anyone? ओके ग्रामर में बहुत मिस्टेक है के पढ़ेंगे साजिद अंसारी बेटा देखो मैंने आप लोगों को ये पहले भी बताया मैंने सेशंस भी लिया आई डोंट नो दैट हाउ विल यू गाइस फॉलो मी आई हैव बीन सेइंग दिस दैट योर प्रोनाउंसिएशन योर वे ऑफ स्पीकिंग और योर लाइक ग्रामर इट बिकम्स गुड ओनली एंड ओनली इफ यू आर प्रैक्टिसिंग तो बेटा प्रैक्टिस ही सिर्फ इसकी की है और कुछ नहीं है आपको मैंने बोला है कि ग्रामर जितना ज्यादा प्रैक्टिस करोगे और प्रैक्टिस करने के साथ साथ जितना प्रैक्टिकल हो जाओगे ना ग्रामर को लेके देन इट इज गोइंग टू बी सो हेल्पफुल यानी कि अगर मैंने आपको मॉडल्स करवाए तो ट्राई टू यूज दो सेंटेंसेस और ट्राई टू मेक सर्टेन सेंटेंसेस विद डिफरेंट मॉडल्स विद देयर डिफरेंट यूसेजेस with your parents, with your siblings, with your elder brother or anybody who's around you or maybe your best friend. Okay, but please speak. That way you will learn that why did I use here can and why did I use here may. Like both of them can be used to say no, can I come in ma'am, may I come in ma'am, but both of them have got different contexts. Can I come in is basically a permission when you are seeking, when you know that you did something, when you know that the answer is going to be yes. If I'm saying can I take this and you know that this bottle is like completely empty, so I can go and fill the water in it, nobody is going to say anything. But if you are like that this bottle belongs to Preksha ma'am and she doesn't share it, and then you're like ma'am may I please take it, I'll be like no. So therein the possibility of getting the answer is like 50-50. I may say yes, I may say no, and that is what may is all about, wherein we are talking about the probability which is 50-50. तो यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड द कॉन्टेक्स्ट बेटा आप प्लीज मेरे सेशंस देखो आप ग्रामर के सेशंस देखो उस हिसाब से आप अपने क्वेश्चंस को सॉल्व करो बुक में आपको क्लैरिटी आएगी और साथ के साथ बोलो जितना बोल सकते हो बहुत अच्छा है जितना सुन सकते हो और भी अच्छा है बिकॉज बोलने और सुनने से हम जितना सीखते हैं उतना हम थ्योरेटिकली नहीं सीख पाते हैं ऑलराइट ग्रामर को प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ में अप्लाई करो यू विल गेट इट वेल ओके यस एवरीवन ऑलराइट एवरीबॉडी तो अब हम आगे चलते हैं ओके बिकॉज द रेन वुड ब्रॉट मनी ठीक है यस तो यही रीजन है द बिग कॉइन्स ओके दे वर बीइंग रेफर टू एज लाइक दे वर बीइंग कंपेयर्ड टू दैट ऑफ द साइज ऑफ द 10 cents all right and the smaller coins they were smaller drops they were being compared to that of the size of the 5 cents all right तो अभी यहाँ पे satirically का क्या मतलब होता है ironically Yani ki here poet is in a way trying to make fun of the very situation wherein he is saying that these frozen pearls, they appear to be like new silver coins. All right, why were they being compared to the silver coins? Because like silver, that is like white in color. Okay, and the hailstones, they were also appearing white in color, so that is why they are being compared to like that. Okay, बेटा साजद इसी चैनल पे आपको मिलेगा, आप मेरा नाम टाइप करो प्रेक्षा शर्मा मॉडल्स, आपको मिल जाएगा. ठीक है, because Lencho family and his income is completely dependent. Yeah, that is absolutely right, Battle Queens, and because his crop is rare, and yes, okay. So now we see the innocent boys became playful and went out in the rain to play and collect these hailstones which look like frozen pearls. ठीक है, तो अब ये न्यू सिल्वर कॉइन्स जो थे, ठीक है, now the poet also calls them as frozen pearls. Frozen pearls यानी कि जमे हुए मोती. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे भी एक कंपैरिजन आ रहा है. अभी बेटा यहाँ पे एक चीज समझनी है आपको. टू ऑलराइट कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग सिचुएशंस हैं ये. ओके, यहाँ पे टू कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग सिचुएशन क्या है, दैट द फादर ऑलराइट लेंचो, he was just standing there, he was looking at the destruction, he was so sad at heart, but on the contrary side, that means that the children, they became so excited looking at the hailstones. Like even I also get excited today, like if I see that it's really the hailstorm that's going outside, I go out in my balcony to see that, oh really, that way. But for a farmer, that is a cause of the destruction of the crops. तो यहाँ पे क्या है, दो कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग सीन है, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, दिस क्वेश्चन मे कम इन योर एग्जामिनेशन बिकॉज दिस इज वन ऑफ द इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस. यहाँ पे दो कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग सीन हो जाते हैं बेटा. पहला कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग सीन ये होता है कि जो बच्चे हैं, ऑलराइट, फॉर देम इट्स अ सोर्स ऑफ प्लेजर, फॉर देम इट्स अ सोर्स ऑफ एंजॉयमेंट, गोइंग आउट एंड कलेक्टिंग द pearls, that is what they were doing. But the same pearls were acting as a destructive force for his parents. Why? Because all the crops, they were now being destructed. Okay, do you all get that? यस यस, यूट्यूब पे बेटा साजिद अंसारी, यूट्यूब पे आपको मिलेगा अनअकैडमी 9 एंड 10 चैनल पे. वहां पे आप सर्च ऑप्शन में मेरा नाम लिख के टॉपिक का नाम लिख दोगे, यू विल गेट द वीडियो. All right, is that clear to everyone? This is very important to understand the contrasting situation. Yes guys, tell me yes or no, everyone. I hope it's clear guys. ओके, आगे चलते हैं फिर अब हम. The farmer now starts worrying and hopes that the storm gets over quickly. तो अब जो farmer है वो उसको चिंता होने लगी कि ये खत्म नहीं हो रहा है. All right, and he was just hoping कि ये जो storm है, ये जो तूफान है, ये जल्दी से खत्म हो जाए. Which to his utmost disappointment didn't. यानी कि अटमोस्ट डिसअपॉइंटमेंट मतलब कि जो उसकी बिल्कुल डिसअपॉइंटमेंट तक वो खत्म नहीं हो रहा था, उसको चिंता हो रही थी, उसको फिक्र हो रही थी. द हिलस्टोन्स कवर्ड द एंटायर वैली. सारी वैली को हिलस्टोन्स ने कवर कर लिया, उसके घर को भी, गार्डन को भी, हिल साइड को भी और कॉर्न फील्ड को भी. All right, it made everything look so white that it seemed as if it was being covered in salt. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे आपका फिर से सिमिली आता है कि इतना वाइट हो गया था, चारों तरफ सिर्फ हेलस्टोन्स ही थे. there were no flowers, there were no trees, nothing was in a blooming state. Alright, everything was like completely destructed, alright, devastated, completely destroyed actually. Okay, though it like earlier it was like very white, but now it was like totally opposite. I mean, sorry, now it is white, all right, but in terms of the opposition of the fruitfulness, it was completely destructive. Okay, is that clear? Hi, Zed. Hello, dear. I am good. How have you been? Okay, yes, Anupriya, that is going to take place. Is that clear to everyone? So there was a total destruction. Nothing was being saved. It was completely destroyed. It was completely devastated. Please learn the different type of words that you all can incorporate in your answers. All right, so that there is no repetition of anything. Destruction, destroyed, and devastated. Sab kharab ho gaya tha. Okay. So let's get going. Lencho became stressed and disappointed as everything went against the plan. So of course, as I said, that Lencho being a man of agriculture, all right, being like a man of agriculture, or you say that a man, okay, of farm, all right, or a man of fields, he basically felt so bad at heart, he was completely shattered. ऑल राइट, वो बहुत ज्यादा स्ट्रेस हो गया, बहुत ज्यादा डिसअपॉइंट हो गया, क्यों? क्योंकि सब कुछ उसके प्लान के अगेंस्ट गया. द ट्रीज हैड शेड देयर लीव्स, सारे जितने भी पत्ते थे वो सब झड़ गए पेड़ों से. कॉर्न्स वर स्मैश, जितने भी कॉर्न्स थे, जितने भी कॉर्न फील्ड था वो सारे स्मैश हो गए, यानी कि पूरे डिस्ट्रॉय हो गए. एंड द फ्लावर्स हैड आल्सो फॉलन फ्रॉम देयर प्लांट्स, और जो फ्लावर्स थे ऑल राइट वो भी अपने प्लांट्स से सारे गिर गए थे. तो अगेन इट वाज अ टोटल डिस्ट्रक्शन. while standing in the withered basically means ujde hue, that means kharab hue, that means devastated fields. He conveyed his dismay मतलब उसने अपना ये जो sorrow था वो उसने बताया to his sons by commenting. उन्होंने अपने बच्चे को, मतलब he was standing in the middle of the field, and now when he was looking all around he could just see the destruction, he couldn't see anything else, and therein he said it to his sons. And what did he say? That the effect of the storm proved to be worse than that of the crop destroying insects. That is the plague of insects. Okay, so plague is basically कि झुंड आता है पूरा, ठीक है, वो क्या करते हैं, पूरे क्रॉप्स को खा जाते हैं. तो उसने क्या बोला कि ये वाला जो चीजें डिस्ट्रक्शन हुई है ये उससे भी बेकार हुई है जब इंसेक्ट्स अटैक करते हैं फील्ड्स को. दैट मीन्स नथिंग वाज बीइंग लेफ्ट, नॉट इवन वन सिंगल क्रॉप वाज देयर दैट ही कुड रियली डू समथिंग विद इट. दैट वाज ऑल यूजलेस. All their hard work had gone in vain. Now they were so restless. I mean, Lencho was so shattered at his heart. And now what do we see? He felt helpless as no corn had been left, and feared that they might have to starve this time. All right, now he is like that. He felt helpless, like he couldn't just take help from anybody, because he didn't have any friends. They were living like solitarily. That means they were all alone right there were no friends, and he didn't have any help from anybody. And now he had a very he was scared, and there was a fear in his heart that the family now would starve. Could you please tell me the meaning of starve, everyone? Yes, Koti, that's what I'm gonna do for the entire month now. Everyone, what do you really understand by the term starve? Quickly tell me, everybody. Yes, everyone, quickly tell me. What do you mean by the word starve? Who is going to tell me the meaning? Tell me the meaning of the word starve. Hunger, go hungry. All right. Okay, okay. That is the thing. Okay, starving is like that, dying out of hunger. That is what it is. Now the next thing, even after everything had gone southwards, that means like when we say no, this has gone southwards. So this is one of the phrase. This is one of the phrases that we use when we want to convey that this has gone completely wrong. Like I was expecting it to go like this, but it didn't happen like this. Instead, it happened like this. So therein we say that it had gone southwards. So the family still had hope in their hearts of hearts. That means now उनके दिल में अभी भी एक hope थी. ओके एक आशा उनके दिल में अभी भी थी. सब कुछ गलत हो चुका था, बट देयर वाज स्टिल अ होप, एंड दैट इज वेयर वी सी again the second aspect of their belief in God. The very first aspect we see when the women of the house, that is the wife of Lencho, said God willing. All right, from there on we came to know that these are the people who have really got a very good faith in God, which is really an absolute amazing positive thing. Now this is the second instance in the chapter wherein we come to know that there is going to be a hope. Sorry, there is a hope in their heart, which is what, like they had faith in the God. What does it mean? That they had faith in the Almighty. यानी उनमें भगवान में विश्वास था even after nothing was held. All right, and what is that? That was basically help from God. Okay, that is what they had seen. Sorry, that is what they had believed. So they gave each other support and recalled a saying. All right, एक saying यानी कि एक बात जो बोली जाती है All right, which assures that no one ever dies of starvation. यानी कि जो क्या assure करता है कि कोई भी कभी भी starvation से नहीं मरता है. What does that mean? कि एक normal popular belief है that God is there to take care of every living being on this earth. Like whosoever is breathing is under the control of God. So ये एक popular belief है कि कोई भी ऐसे भगवान किसी को भूखा मरने नहीं देता है. That is what it means. All right, is that clear to everyone? Is that clear? अक्षय बेटा आपके आने वाले हैं, कुछ स्टूडेंट्स ने मुझे बताया है उनके स्टार्ट होने वाले हैं सितंबर से. So that is what we are here for. Cute girl Aruhi, I really don't know. Guys, can you all see me? Otherwise, everyone else, can you all see me? I think I'm particular, like pretty visible. Okay, Aditi, please check your camera, cute girl. I think there seems to be some problem. All right, so what do we see? That they had given each other support. Now, herein we come to know that the family was supportive in nature as well. All right, they were there in order to help each other. So now the like they said that no one dies of hunger. What does this mean? That nobody dies of hunger basically means that कोई भी भूखा भगवान किसी को भूखा मरने नहीं देते. Lencho spent his entire night thinking of the only option left, and that was to seek the help of God. अभी ये वाली चीज एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. उसने अपने पूरी रात इस चीज में बिता दी, क्या सोच के कि अब मेरे पास सिर्फ एक ऑप्शन है, और वो क्या ऑप्शन है कि मुझे भगवान से हेल्प चाहिए. All right, and who he had been informed has its eyes and ears, everyone. Now उसको ये बात ये पता है कि गॉड इवन नोज व्हाट इज देयर इन वंस कॉन्शियंस, यानी कि किसी के दिल में क्या है भगवान को ये भी पता होता है. और उसने ये शुरू से यकीन भी किया है कि भगवान की आंखें और भगवान के कान चारों तरफ हैं. So that is where we come to know again that Lencho was a man of belief. Like he was really so very much dedicated towards his dedication towards God, and he was really a person whose faith couldn't just be shaken easily. And that's what we see. That's what the chapter is so evidently telling us. So he thought of writing a letter to God conveying his grievances. Okay, grievances basically refer to what, guys? What does it mean? Okay, Shidda, don't be worried. We are gonna cover that. Okay, relax. I'm gonna make you all do that. Okay, relax, relax. We are gonna do that. Okay, so what do we see? Lencho spent his entire night thinking of the only option left, and that was to seek the help of God. All right. Then he thought of writing a letter conveying his grievances. I mean, whatever problems he had, no, that is what he was going to write in that particular letter. And now that is very, very important thing. You see that he was a man of fields, you know, a farmer. Right, since like beside being a farmer, all right, he was a literate person as well. He knew how to read and write, so that is really one of the very important things. Okay, yeah, grievances basically refer to your sorrows, king gaming, not bad, and basically your problems that you have. Okay, is that clear to everyone? Right, so we see despite spending all these years matlab despite spending all these years working at the farm, he still knew how to write. So we see that he was an intelligent person also. All right, that is what we see, that he was an intelligent person. He was not really a person who was not into anything. He knew like how to deal with the things, he knew like how to write the things. Okay, so he started writing on a Sunday morning and thought of mailing it himself by going to the town. So could you please tell me that when did the entire destruction take place? What was the date? Could you please tell me that when did the destruction take place, everyone? Yes, guys. Who is going to tell me, everybody? What was the date? ओके प्रतीक्षा, नेक्स्ट संडे. नो बेटा, सैटरडे वो वाला दिन था जब सारा डिस्ट्रक्शन हुआ था. प्लीज रिमेंबर इट. मैंने सारा वर्ड टू वर्ड में करवाया, रिमेंबर दैट. So we see that he started writing on a Sunday morning. Sunday morning को उसने सुबह लिखना start किया letter and thought of mailing it by himself. Okay. Letter उसने 2 letters लिखे थे. पहला letter में उसने क्या लिखा? In his letter to God, he communicated his poverty-stricken situation. Okay, what did he say? He said that he is like really suffering from poverty right now. Okay, and mentioned that he needed 100 pesos to regenerate the crops along with surviving until they are ready to harvest. ओके सो वो कह रहा है कि मुझे 100 पीसेस की जरूरत है. क्यों? क्योंकि मेरे मतलब बेसिकली ही मेंशन द रीजंस कि उसे पैसा क्यों चाहिए और क्या हुआ है. दैट इज व्हाट ही मेंशन. All right, that is what he mentioned. So in the letter he mentioned that he is now suffering because of the fact that the rain happened and all these things. And then he mentioned he needed 100 pesos in order to regenerate the crops, all right, in order to sow the crops again, and also to live, all right, and to survive till the next crop, I mean till the time when the crops are ready to harvest. So that is what he demanded for. Now on the envelope he wrote what? To God. Please make sure you're writing this in your answers also. At the post office, placed a stamp on the letter and dropped it in the mailbox. That's what he did. So उसने address क्या लिखा? For him the address was to God. So now we see that the person Lencho, he was really a nice person, he was really an innocent person, and he was so kind at heart as well. He was such a simple person that like for him there is an address of the God. And that is why we see that the very title of the chapter is so ironical, a letter to God. We do not have a particular address, we do not have a specific address. Okay, of course we visit to temple in order to worship the deities and the God, but there is no particular address wherein the letter is directly going to be sent and read, right? So we see him to be a really a figure of simplicity, an innocent person who is really not aware of the actual facts, and his faith in God is really unshakable. Okay, is that clear to everyone? Yes guys, is that clear to everybody? Say yes or no. Hey Roshni, hi dear. Cool. So now moving ahead, we see that there was a postman who was also an employee of the post office, noticed Lencho's letter and showed it to the postmaster. So now the postman, he was really laughing, okay, because he had never seen anybody. All right, sorry, he has never seen an address like to God in his entire career. And now we see that he gave it to the postmaster. Now they both felt amused. Postmaster in your book has been regarded as an amiable person. An amiable person is basically a friendly person. Okay, so basically he is so friendly in nature. They felt amused as in they felt funny. But the postmaster, fat and friendly, immediately developed a sense of seriousness. Though he just looked at it and he was like that, he was just wishing that even if he could also have that much faith in God, that somebody writing to God as an address on the envelope. He was astounded. That means that he was really shocked at the amount of faith Lencho had in God and wished he had the same. तो अब वो ये चाह रहा था, मतलब वो इतना शॉक हो गया कि किसी में इतना यकीन है भगवान के लिए कि उन्होंने टू गॉड ही लिख दिया. ओके, और वो ये भी विश कर रहा है कि उसके पास भी ये चीज होनी चाहिए थी. So we see postmaster is basically the representation of humanity in the given chapter, from whom we come to know that humanity still sustains in the world. All right, and it also talks about one of the important aspects, and what is that? It basically talks about what? It basically talks about the fact that we need, all right, like if you can help, then help. All right, that's what it is giving us, a very important message, that if you're capable of helping somebody who's in dire need of something, if somebody is in real problem, then do not step back, instead step forward and help the person. Okay, is that clear everyone? Redmi, I'm really sorry dear, I'm not really getting your message. Either you can, if you can speak in English, then that's gonna be really good, or if you can speak in Hindi, that's gonna be fine too for me. Okay, yep, I'll go ahead with it. Now, with good intentions, the postmaster read the letter and thought of replying to it, so as to keep the writer's belief intact. यहाँ पे आप लोगों का आंसर है intact, मतलब कि बिल्कुल वहीं पे डटा रहे, हिले डुले नहीं. ठीक है, तो अच्छी इंटेंशंस के साथ, अच्छी मंशा के साथ पोस्ट मास्टर ने पूरा लेटर पढ़ा। तो वो ये क्वेश्चन आता है एग्जाम में, हु रेड द लेटर। बहुत सारे बच्चे लिखते हैं पोस्टमैन रेड द लेटर। नो, पोस्टमैन जस्ट रिसीव द लेटर, ओके, एंड देन ही गेव इट टू द पोस्ट मास्टर। सो हु रेड द लेटर? इट वाज द पोस्ट मास्टर हु रेड द लेटर। ऑल राइट, yes, are you understanding this well? So we say with good intention, the postmaster read the letter and thought of replying to it so as to keep the writer's belief intact. But the writer expected the reply in a different way that could not be fulfilled with pen, paper and morals. What does that mean? Okay, so writer जो था जिसने भी लिखा था उसको एक अलग टाइप का रिप्लाई चाहिए था जो आप मतलब एक पेन दे दो या पेपर दे दो या कोई और चीजें दे दो, उनसे नहीं. The farmer had demanded for 100 pesos. That is where he came to know that he wanted 100 pesos because he's in dire need, like here due to the hailstorm everything got devastated. Okay, so that is where the postmaster understood the reason. Alrighty, everyone. Okay, now I'm sorry, Rishabh, that's not a part of your syllabus. Okay, now the next, the postmaster, along with his colleagues and a few friends who were more than willing to donate for a good cause, collected a pool of money to help Lencho. अब देखो बेटा यहाँ पे क्या होता है, पोस्ट मास्टर ने हेल्प करी, पोस्ट ऑफिस एम्प्लॉयज ने हेल्प करी और पोस्ट मास्टर के कुछ फ्रेंड्स ने भी हेल्प करी. All right, and what did they have? They were ready to donate for a good cause, and that is an act of charity. All right, that is what we see, that it was an act of charity. That is what we see right in there. That means that they were so kind in helping him, they were so feeling good about it and they wanted to do it. All right, so what did they decide? They decided to collect a pool of money, यानी कि कुछ पैसे वो लोग इकट्ठे करते जिससे कि लेंचो की हेल्प हो सकती. यहां से हमारा ह्यूमैनिटी रिप्रेजेंटेशन हो रहा है. ऑल राइट, इज दैट क्लियर? इज दैट क्लियर एवरीवन? समझ आया सबको? ऑल राइट, ईमेल राइटिंग कंजंक्शंस. ऋषभ, आप कौन सी क्लास में हो बेटा? दैट इज नॉट अ पार्ट ऑफ योर 10th स्टैंडर्ड. Okay. Now, despite his best efforts, he was only able to collect an amount not more than half of what was required. He then addressed it to Lencho along with the letter which was undersigned by God. तो यानी कि क्या हुआ, उसने बहुत कोशिश करी, उसने पूरी कोशिश करी कि 100 पीसेस हो जाएं, लेकिन नहीं हुआ. बस हमें क्या बताया जाता है इस पार्ट में कि थोड़ा हाफ से ज्यादा हुआ था. वी वर नॉट बीइंग टोल्ड अबाउट द अमाउंट, वी वर जस्ट बीइंग टोल्ड कि हाफ यानी 50 पैसों से थोड़ा ज्यादा था. दैट्स इट. ऑल राइट, तो उसने वो लेटर एड्रेस कर दिया था लेंचो को. ऑल राइट, विच वॉज अंडर साइन बाय गॉड, यानी कि उसको क्या किया था, उस पर साइन क्या किया था, गॉड का साइन किया था पोस्ट मास्टर ने. वाई? अगेन, in order to keep his faith intact. All right. Next Sunday, Lencho came looking for the reply a bit earlier than expected. अब अगला संडे आया, यानी एक हफ्ता हो गया. अब उसको ये था कि कुछ रिप्लाई आ गया होगा, तो उसको बहुत क्यूरियोसिटी थी. He started from his home early. He reached there early. Therein, the postman handed him the letter, waiting to see him joyful and surprised, while the postmaster, feeling satisfied, oversaw it from his office. तो क्या हुआ कि पोस्टमैन ने ना उसको लेटर दिया, एंड देयर वाज अ फीलिंग ऑफ कंटेंटमेंट. दैट मीन्स देयर वाज अ फीलिंग ऑफ satisfaction in the post office employees as well as the postmaster because they had done a very greater deed. But we see that Lencho, he wasn't shocked even a bit. Why? Because his faith was so strong. He was so sure that he would be getting a reply from the God. And that is why we see that he was not at all, like, not at all, he was like shocked, or not at all, he was like amazed. Instead, he was like, this is so obvious. So the reaction that he gave was an obvious kind of a reaction. It was not something like very spectacular or shocking or astounding. Okay, is that clear? ऑल इन वन बेटा, मैंने आपको बताया है मैं आंसर्स कैसे लिखने हैं, इसकी सारी जानकारी मैं आप लोगों को स्पेशल क्लासेस में देती हूँ. मुझे नहीं पता आप पिछले 2-3 महीने से स्पेशल क्लासेस अटेंड कर रहे हो या नहीं, वहां पे मैं सब बच्चों को यही बताती हूँ. तो प्लीज मेक श्योर दैट यू आर अटेंडिंग माई स्पेशल क्लासेस ऑन अ रेगुलर बेसिस विदाउट अ मिस. ओके, इज दैट क्लियर टू एवरीबडी? डिड यू ऑल गेट दैट? Okay, Lencho thinks that God could not have made a mistake, nor could we have denied Lencho what he had requested. What does this tell us about Lencho? This basically tells us about Lencho that he had an unquestionable faith in God. His faith was so unwavering. And this also tells us that he was so simple in nature, he was so naive, he was so innocent. He couldn't think otherwise. All right, he was just thinking in a very simple manner, being a simple person from a simple profession. Okay, that is what it tells about Lencho. That's it. All right. Payal, I just told you the answer. I hope you got it. Okay, that's it. You don't have to write anything else apart from this. Okay. Now, next Sunday, Lencho went. Okay, the postman handed him the letter, and there was a feeling of contentment on the face of the postmaster. But Lencho, he was so obvious that he's going to get the help. Okay. Now, on the contrary, यानी कि opposite अगर हम देखें, the farmer got disheartened. अब उनको सबको क्या expect कर रहे थे कि वाओ ये तो खुश होने वाला है, वो बहुत ज्यादा खुश होगा, लेकिन opposite हुआ. On the contrary मतलब हम जब एक opposite situation की बात कर रहे हैं कि कुछ उल्टा हुआ. On the contrary, जो farmer था वो disheartened हो गया, उसको बुरा लगा. On seeing that the money was less than what he asked for. क्यों? क्योंकि उसने जब ये देखा ना कि जो पैसे हैं वो तो सिर्फ 70 पीसोज हैं. ओके, विल कम टू नो. हिज फेथ इज स्टिल अनडेटर्ड. अनडेटर्ड का क्या मतलब होता है? अनशेकेबल. उसका फेथ अभी भी अनशेकेबल था एंड ही बिलीव दैट गॉड कैन नॉट मेक सच अ मिस्टेक. और उसने ये यकीन किया कि भगवान ऐसी गलती नहीं कर सकते हैं. All right, and this is really one of the very important things about him, that he understood this, that the mistake couldn't be done by God. Instead, it must be the humans who are here working. They must have like taken the money from them. Okay. Now, on being disappointed, अब वो इतना disappointed था, he started looking for ink and paper to write to God again. So there was that like expression of the disappointment on his face. तो उसने क्या किया? उसने ink ढूंढी, उसने paper ढूंढा. ऑल राइट, और उसने फिर से लेटर लिखना स्टार्ट कर दिया भगवान को. वाइल राइटिंग, जब वो लिख रहा था, हिज आईब्रोज गॉट कर्ल्ड आउट ऑफ द कॉन्सेंट्रेशन विद विच ही वाज ड्राफ्टिंग अ न्यू रिक्वेस्ट. अब क्या हुआ? जैसे जब आप लिख रहे होते हो तो आपके जैसे आईब्रोज ऐसे नहीं हो जाती कि आप बड़े टेंशन में हो और आप लिख रहे हो, आपको सोचना पड़ रहा है और आप लिख रहे हो. So that is what we see on his face. So now he went to the table, he started writing. So that was the second letter. So how many letters did he write in this very chapter? He had written the two letters. Okay, one was the letter wherein he described the entire situation. The second was a letter wherein he was again demanding something, but with a condition. Okay, so on completing, जब उसने लिखना खत्म कर दिया, he affixed it with a stamp. affixed का क्या मतलब होता है? पेस्ट किया उसने उसको, मतलब ऐसे स्टैम्प के संग. as soon as he dropped it into the mailbox, जैसे उसने मेल बॉक्स में डाला, the postmaster took it out to read it. So postmaster was curious that what must have been written in that letter, and he took out the letter and he wanted to read that letter. Lencho complained that he had only received 70 pesos and is really in need of the remaining amount. So there was a complaint that came from him. And what was the complaint? The complaint was कि उसको सिर्फ और सिर्फ 70 pesos ही मिले हैं और बाकी का remaining amount भी उसे चाहिए. So what do we see? That he doubted the integrity and honesty of the post office employees and suggested that the money should not be sent via post, because he doubted that the staff at the post office must have stolen the missing amount and they were being referred as bunch of crooks. You got that, everyone? And he was being referred to as bunch of crooks. Is that clear, everybody? So this is what we see, that the chapter is ending in a very ironical manner, wherein the people who helped him were being titled as a bunch of crooks. That means a group of liars, a group of deceivers. Okay, is that clear, everyone? Kindly confirm me in the comment section, please. Everybody, quickly, guys. Quickly, everyone. Yes, everyone. Quickly, please. Is that clear to everyone? ओके, दैट्स कूल. चलो अब हम चलते हैं बच्चों. डिफिकल्ट वर्ड्स बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है इस चैप्टर के. ठीक है, जितने भी वर्ड्स हैं मैंने सारे लिस्ट आउट कर दिए आप लोगों के लिए. प्लीज मेक श्योर आप मुझे ध्यान से सुन रहे हो. एंड वी आर गोना मूव अहेड. क्रेस्ट का क्या मतलब होता है? क्रेस्ट होता है टॉप ऑफ अ हिल. ऑल राइट. और यहाँ पे आपके चैप्टर में दे रखा है क्रेस्ट ऑफ अ लो हिल. ठीक है, तो छोटा लो हिल है. ठीक है, लेकिन उसके टॉप पे ही ये बना हुआ है उनका घर. डॉटेड का क्या मतलब होता है? डॉटेड विद आपको दे रखा है वहां पे, दैट मीन्स फुल ऑफ. डाउनपोर का क्या मतलब होता है? हैवी रेन. इंटीमेटली का क्या मतलब होता है? दैट ही वॉज लुकिंग एट हिज फील्ड्स इंटीमेटली, दैट मीन्स इन अ वेरी क्लोज मैनर, क्लोजली. एक्सक्लेम्ड का मतलब होता है क्राई आउट सडनली इन सरप्राइज और स्ट्रॉन्ग इमोशन और पेन. लाइक ही एक्सक्लेम, लाइक जब उसने बोला ना दैट दे आर गोइंग टू हैव रेन एंड दे वर सो हैप्पी अबाउट इट, सो ही हैड एक्सक्लेम्ड एट दैट पॉइंट, दैट मीन्स that he was just showing a very strong emotion that he felt at that particular time. Regarded, basically when it was being said that he regarded his field, so that means that he considered or think of in a specified way. Then draped is adorn, cover or wrap. All right, someone or something. Hailstones refer to a pellet of hail, that means barf ke ole. Resemble का मतलब have a similar appearance to or qualities in common with someone or something. Look or seem like. That means look alike. Okay, that means कि same है. Okay. Now exposing का मतलब होता है make something visible by uncovering it. All right, or revealing. Exposing का मतलब होता है when you are revealing out something. Plague. Plague is a destructively numerous inflow or multiplication of a harmful animal or infestation. यानी कि जब कीड़े मकोड़े पूरे fields को attack कर देते हैं उनको हम plague बोलते हैं. Locust is the word, basically insect which fly in big groups and destroy crops. So basically the plague of locust बोला जाता है. Locusts are known like so famously for destroying the crops, for destroying the fields. Is this clear to everyone? Is there any word which doesn't make sense to you? I would recommend to everybody right there to please learn all the meanings of these words. Why? Because they are very important. You never know where you need them ever in your life. Okay, so please remember that. Is this clear? Anybody, any question from this part of the words? Anybody? Then we're gonna move to the next one. Anyone? Anything? Nope. Let's get going then. Now, solitary. Solitary is existing alone or lonely. Okay, that is what it is. Conscience is an inner sense of right or wrong. You know, like when you say that my conscience doesn't allow me, what does that mean? That मेरे अंदर मन से ये बात आ रही है कि ये चीज सही नहीं है. Alright, that is where you call it to be conscience. Now, ox of a man basically means hard working. Daybreak means the time in the morning when daylight first appears. Peso is the basic monetary unit of Mexico, alright, several other Latin American countries and the Philippines. Amiable is friendly and pleasant. Correspondence is the communication by exchanging letters with someone. Goodwill is like friendly, helpful or cooperative feelings or attitude. Resolution, a firm decision to do or not to do something. Obliged is grateful and contentment is satisfaction. Okay, I hope all these words are clear to everyone right in there. So please make sure that you guys are definitely going to attend the Menti quiz tomorrow, which is on the same chapter wherein I'll be covering a wide range of the questions. So please be a part of it. Now moving ahead, guys, CBSE Class 10 Achievers List. Remarkable performance by Unacademy learners in CBSE Class 10 Boards Examination 2022. 99.8% highest scorer, 412 plus learners secure 90% or more. 100 plus learners secure 95% or more, and 114 plus learners secured 100 marks in different subjects. So this is really good and amazing, and I wish all my now upcoming students also score the good marks. Okay, everyone. Now, everybody, we're going to start the Triumph batch for the full syllabus. It's going to be started right from August. For mode of delivery is English here. Dr. Bhavna ma'am, Arshdeep ma'am, Hardik sir, Vanna ma'am, and Bhavna sir. Bhavna ma'am, they are there. Alright, this is for the 90s. So, you all can just make use of my code PSH10 and you can become a part of all these batches. Moving ahead, we have got the Triumph batch for the full syllabus. Class 10 start date August. For mode of delivery is English. Bhavna ma'am, Gujeti ma'am, Hardik sir, Vanna ma'am, and Akash sir and Dr. Arpit sir are there. Alright, you all can just make use of my code PSH10 and just be a part of all these groups. Alright, because these very particular batches, they help you all score really good marks in your examination. So just go for it. Okay, then Iconic and plus everyone in Iconic will be getting the personal guidance, one-on-one guidance from the top exam experts, study planner, customized study plan with bi-weekly reviews, test analysis, one-on-one guidance from the top exam experts, experts guidelines would be there, study booster workshop by exam experts, study material would be there, specialized notes and practice tests. Then in plus we are providing your live classes, we are providing your weekly tests, we are providing your structured courses, and we are providing you all unlimited access. So all you need to do is you need to use the code PSH10 and you can become an Iconic or a Plus member. Okay, because if you guys are gonna go with Iconic, no, you're gonna get the benefits of Plus as well. And in Plus, you're just going to get the benefits of Plus. That's it. Okay, and we have got different monthly durations. Okay, whatever you want to go for, you can go ahead with it, like be it 48 months, 42 months, 36 months, 24 months, 18 months, 15 months, 12 months, 9 months, 6 months, all right, or 3 months. Use the code PSH10 and avail straightforward 10% discount for your good and for your betterment. Okay. Then we have Iconic, everyone. We have 48 months, 36, 24, 18, 15, 12, 9, 6, or 3. Use the code PSH10. Avail 10% straightforward discount. Good for you and for your betterment. Introducing community, everybody. Never miss any update from your favorite educator. Get sessions, notes, and practice material. Share your feedback directly with educators via poll and check out the link to the educator community below. Then we have Bugs Bounty, opportunity for all the learners to report any inappropriate content in the video. Be the first one to report a particular issue to claim your prize. Report any inappropriate content using the form given in the description. Thank you, everyone. I'm gonna meet you all tomorrow, and we would have the special class as well. Ment is going to take place tomorrow, dear. The session is already planned. Please keep an eye on the sessions, okay, on the channel as well, and set the reminders for yourself. The Ment is going to be tomorrow, right at 2 p.m. So for the special class, I will see you today. Alright, the class is going to be scheduled in just 1 hour, so please don't miss it. It's gonna be at 9 p.m. At night. So be a part of it, and thank you, everyone. If you're watching the video for the first time, then do not forget to hit the bell button and do not forget to like and share the session with all your friends.